And
Doesn't work.
Kind of the shock jock approach doesn't work. Let's talk about something that's more positive, more proactive about how you can be healthier. Now that gets us to the 2020 goal, because the 2020 goal says, hey, you know what? We did a really great job from the year 2000 to 2010. We saw a greater than 25% reduction in deaths due to heart disease and stroke, and some improvement in risk. We say, you know, if we did that much over the last 10 years, what can we do over the next 10 years? Well, for the first time, we're saying that in addition to seeing more reductions in deaths due to heart diseases and stroke, how about a 20% improvement in overall health? Now that's an aha moment. That's a whoa, what are you talking about here? Because the first thing you have to do is you got to define health. Yeah. How do you know you're healthy? You may feel good today, but do you know you're healthy?
And I want to talk about that because the statistics are that, 39% of people think that they're healthy, when the reality is that, 54% of people have already been told by their physician that you need to make a lifestyle change.
And even worse than that, the number of people that truly are healthy by really strict criteria, less than 10%. And so the perception we all have...
Stop. You can't drop a bomb like that and just keep talking.
I was trying to get away from it.
You're running too fast. You're running too fast. You're not using the shock jock approach, but now you're glazing over something that's so important. Only 10% of people are really fit.
It's because the perception of health is distorted. Because we believe that if you feel good, you must be healthy.
Right.
But we ignore the fact that, hey, you're not eating the right stuff. You're not exercising, thinking about start.
Right.
You know, all of that's important because that's the absence of health when you have positive risk factors for disease because of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol increases. All of that stuff predisposes, makes you more at risk, more likely to have disease. So after we define health, the next thing we had to do is say, okay, now that you've got the definition, doctor, can you make the definition something that's palpable, that everybody can appreciate?
Yeah.
And we discovered you can't.
Yeah.
There's only about 7 things that really contribute the most to health. And that's not to dismiss everything else, but it's whether or not you smoke. Obviously you shouldn't.
Right.
What's your weight? Is it close to where it should be? What's your activity profile? Are you up and active? Think about start again. What's your diet? Do you have a good diet score? What's your blood pressure? What is your cholesterol and what's your blood sugar? That's it, 7 things.
7 things.
7 things that matter the most in determining your health. So what that means is that we have a plan, we have a strategy. We can look you in the eye, we can look your viewership in the eye and say, you know what, we can tell you how you can become healthier. Now, here is where you and I need to do a partnership thing.
Okay.
This message has been out.
You put me on the spot?
Yeah, this message has been out since January 20th.
Okay.
And we've had hundreds of thousands of people come look at our website and think about it. And we've had thousands of people make a commitment. This is like unprecedented. They come to the website, they work through a program, we call it My Life Check, and the plan is called Life Simple 7. Okay. They work through this. At the end, they make a commitment. I will do this differently. You know, over 1,000 people a day are making this commitment.
Really?
This is a movement.
Now, is it a hard commitment now?
No,
Dr. Yancey, because it sounds like you're selling me a used car.
This is a commitment to saying, I'm going to lose a few pounds. I'm going to change my diet score. I'm going to think about getting away from tobacco.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to try to get my blood pressure down a couple points. People are making a commitment. And you know the way I see it, what drives me in medicine, trying to help as many people as possible do better. If just a few people are successful, those lives are lives we've saved.
Absolutely.
And
Hi, I'm Laila Ali. You may know me from competing on the dance floor or as a former champion boxer, but I'm also a wife and a mother. Heart health is important to me because cardiovascular disease runs in my family, including high blood pressure and diabetes. Together with the American Heart Association's START initiative, I want to empower you to take matters into your own hands. Studies show that you can reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease by 30% just by being physically active. The American Heart Association recommends 30 minutes of physical activity, like brisk walking, every day. To make healthy choices even easier, you can sign up to receive free monthly newsletters filled with helpful tips, healthy recipes, and tools to help you stay focused. Join the START initiative today and start living a healthier life, one step at a time.
It's a struggle. I know you're not worried about next month or next year because tomorrow's got so many challenges.
Right.
But at some point in time, you got to make the long-term investment.
That's right.
So you're here for your family, you're here for your friends, you're here for your faith.
Yes.
And this is the strategy. You know what? The only real wealth we have in this country, it's not dollars and cents.
Come on.
It's our spiritual wealth and it's our health.
Yes, sir.
Because as long as you got those two things intact, man, you can do anything.
Yeah.
But if you don't have your health
You have
and you don't have
nothing.
spiritual health,
Come on.
then I don't care how much money you got, you don't have anything.
That's good.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people in our community,
Mm-hmm.
my relatives,
Yeah.
to understand there's some value in having this long view about health.
How
That's really
hard?
important.
That was so awesome. How difficult, coming from Louisiana boy,
Yeah.
how difficult is it for you to go back to your community and preach this message? How difficult is that when Louisiana, oh, come on, you talk about the food.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's painful and
Yeah.
it's saddening because I know that culture. I live that culture. That culture is me, but I know that culture is counterproductive.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to persuade people I know and love, you got to do things in moderation. You got to do things differently. You know that salt shaker, don't do that, okay? Hold off on that.
Sure.
And it's so contrary to what we know. But the way to do it is to stop saying, if you don't put that salt shaker down, you're going to die from a stroke.
That's
and
it.
say, well, so what? Now I'm saying, you know what? Do you want to be here for your grandchild?
Yeah.
You want to be here for your best buddy? Then you need to ease back off that. People start to hesitate. They start to say, okay,
Yeah.
if that's what it takes, if that's all it takes,
Sure.
then I'll give it a shot. So
Yeah.
we're working it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a uphill battle because I love my homeland. It's a great place.
Yeah.
But we're behind the 8 ball. But
Yeah.
the same thing for all of our people all the way across the South. I mean, the state of Georgia,
Yeah.
as an example. 60% of the African American women in the state of Georgia aren't just overweight, they are obese. 60%. And guess where the buckle of the stroke belt is? It's in Georgia.
Yeah.
And it's affecting African Americans. This stuff is not mysterious. We used to think that, you know, we don't know what's going on. It's not mysterious.
No, it's not.
Obesity, high blood pressure, strokes, heart disease, and death.
There it is.
They all live in the same space.
And I gotta emphasize this last point quickly is when we talked about the amount of people who think that they're healthy. You know, you can think that you're healthy all day long, but you don't know that there may be, for those of you who do not visit your doctor on a regular basis as you should, and you don't know your numbers. You don't know what your cholesterol level is. You know, especially when you get over 30.
How about your blood pressure?
How about that?
Yeah, just do that
How
one
about
thing
that?
for me. You know, in our community, just everybody
I'm
get
not
busy.
saying have a full workup every.
Everybody get busy and just figure out what your blood pressure is. Boy, that'd be a huge step forward. Huge step forward.
Really?
Yeah.
People
But
don't know
folks-
what their blood pressure is?
No, they don't, because they don't want to take the medicines. They don't want to hear all the negative messaging. But that's why we're trying to do this pivot, this about face, and say, how about thinking about your blood pressure from the perspective of being healthy, more productive, having more good times in life. Yeah. That might be a different approach.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I hope it works, but I need your help. We got to get the word out. The people need to hear this word.
Yeah, we'll get it out.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Let me know
Dr.
I can help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.